Today we are going to study chapter 2, that is motion, and in this chapter we are going to cover these topics today, that is what is rest, what is motion. Then we will study that rest and motion are relative terms. We will also study that why an object on the earth cannot be said to be in absolute rest position. Now you can see these trees. You must have seen trees in your garden or in your park. If you visit any park, you must have seen that trees are lying or they stand in the same position. They do not move. Similarly, you must have seen wall, or you must have seen many things, stones, rocks on the ground, that they do not move on their own. Or chair, if it is fixed chair, they do not move. So these objects are said to be at rest because they do not move. But now you look at these birds. These are flying. They are not in the position of rest because they are moving from one place to another place. Or if you have seen some children playing in a park, then you see that those children are running, moving here and there. So they are in continuous motion, means they are moving from one place to another place. So we have two definitions, that what is a state of rest and what is motion. First, let's study what is state of rest. An object is said to be in a state of rest if it does not change its position with respect to its surroundings. So as we just now we saw trees, they were standing in the same place. So they are said to be in the state of rest. Whereas an object is said to be in motion if its position changes with respect to its surroundings and time. Just now we saw that the birds are changing its position with respect to time and surroundings. That's why these objects, this type of objects, are said to be in state of motion. So hope you have understood what is a state of rest and what is the state of motion. The next topic which we'll study is rest and motion are relative. This all of you must have experienced in your real life also. So before explanation, I would like to show you this short animated video. So just now you saw that as this train was moving, the grass which is lying outside, this also seemed as if it is moving. If you want, you can see it this once again. You can see that along with this train, this grassland or the trees which are over here, they're also appearing to be moving. Or this you must have experienced in a train. If you are moving in a train or if you are moving in a car, you must have experienced this. What do we experience? That when we see outside, while traveling in a car or while traveling in a train, it seems that the trees are also moving backward. So those who are in motion, those who are in car or those who are in tree, to them it will appear as if the trees are also in motion. But to a person who is standing outside on the road or who is standing outside nearby that railway line, to that person those objects will appear to be stationary. Means if there are trees lying outside the road or nearby outside the car, nearby road or nearby any railway track, then to the person who is standing outside these vehicles, to that person it will seem as if these are stationary, because actually they are stationary. But to those person who are traveling in a car, who are sitting in a car, or who are traveling in a train, to them it will appear as if the trees are also moving. So we can say that Rest and motion are relative, means to some person it will appear as if an object is at rest, but to some other person it will appear that the same object is in motion. We have very important question that any object on the earth cannot be said to be in absolute rest position. If you think of this, that why an object on the earth cannot be said to be in absolute rest position, the answer for this is that here you can see this is an earth which is rotating. You all know that the earth rotates around the sun. It is 24 hours rotating around the sun. So it is in continuous motion. So whatever objects are there on the earth, they are in continuous motion. We cannot say that any object is in the state of absolute rest position. So this is the topics which we studied today. We studied what is rest, what is motion. We also studied that rest and motion are relative terms, and we also studied that why any object on the earth cannot be said to be in absolute rest position.